points in the game.
Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. To pass, it's Mateer. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Complete to the left. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
On the run, it's Ott. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get this run.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels! What a play! Not only the interception, but the score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Here's a hit. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Buys a little time. He turns it loose to the left. To the end zone, and is picked off.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a really nice job making the play, and you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. looking to fire. Right down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The inside handoff. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Sategna. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down to the pass and getting the sack.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Finds his man. It's right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Lewis. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Pulls it in. It's Diggs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To the air, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Sategna. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. Makes the grab at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 2nd down coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Mateer. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7.
Well, that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Oh, look at the hops. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ott. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. And you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, little.
Sends it downfield. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Open space at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively, as passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And he hauls it in the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up, and now the kicker can win it.
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing to the uprights, and you get the big W.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has